chosen ones. God was amazed because you finally did this today. I am speaking to you now because something sacred shifted in your spirit today, and if you turn away, you may miss a blessing that was prepared for you long before this morning began. I was amazed because you finally chose obedience over fear, and that decision has opened a door that no one can shut. What you did may have seemed small to others, but in heaven it carried weight and light. Stay with me, because what I am about to unfold will explain why this moment matters more than you realize. Comment, Amen. You finally trusted me in an area where you used to hesitate. You finally let go of the habit, the thought, the attachment, or the resentment that kept blocking my work in your life. I was amazed not because I doubted you, but because I saw how hard the battle was and how bravely you stepped through it anyway. That one act of surrender created movement in the unseen realm that is already rearranging your future. You need to understand that heaven responds when you move in faith. Before we go further, like the video so this grace can reach deeper into your life. What amazed me was not perfection, but willingness. You woke up today with the same struggles, the same pressures, and yet you chose differently. Instead of reacting in anger, you paused. Instead of giving up, you prayed. Instead of returning to what once comforted you but harmed you, you reached for me. You have no idea how powerful that choice was. There were cycles that had been repeating for years, and today you interrupted them. There were patterns passed down through pain, and today you refused to continue them. When you did that, you declared with your actions that you belong to me more than you belong to your past. That is why I was amazed. Do not think I am distant or unmoved by your efforts. I see the tears you hide and the prayers you whisper when no one else is listening. I know how many times you felt like quitting. Yet today you stood firm in a way you have not before, and that decision is the seed of your next breakthrough. You are one of my chosen ones, not because you are flawless, but because you keep returning to me. Even when you fall, you rise again with my name on your lips. Even when you doubt, you still lean toward hope. Today you leaned fully, and that trust delighted my heart. There were spiritual forces expecting you to repeat old mistakes. There were voices waiting for you to respond in weakness. Instead, you answered with faith, and that shifted the atmosphere around you. What you cannot yet see is that protection has intensified over your household because of what you did. I am not exaggerating when I say that your obedience today has protected you from future sorrow. I am already clearing paths you have not walked yet. I am already softening hearts that will soon speak your name with favor. The blessing attached to your obedience is real, and it is moving toward you. You may still feel ordinary, but heaven recorded this day as significant. Angels witnessed your decision. The Holy Spirit strengthened you in that quiet moment when no one applauded. That private victory is more valuable than public recognition. Do not let the enemy whisper that it was nothing. It was something. It was the turning point you have been praying for. It was the answer to the cry you made weeks ago when you asked me to change you from the inside. I am going to build on what you started today. Because you chose forgiveness, I will release peace into areas that were tense. Because you chose purity, I will bring clarity to your mind. Because you chose faith, I will expand your vision beyond your current limits. You have wondered if I notice the small steps. I notice every single one. When you resisted temptation, I saw it. When you closed your mouth instead of speaking harm, I saw it. When you knelt down instead of walking away, I saw it. I was amazed because you finally believed that I am enough. You finally stopped searching for solutions that excluded me. You finally invited me into the center instead of keeping me on the edges. That is what makes you chosen. From this day forward, expect a shift in your confidence, not pride, but steady assurance. You will begin to sense my nearness in a stronger way. You will notice doors opening that once seemed sealed. There will also be tests, but they will not defeat you. They will confirm that your foundation has changed. You are not who you were even a week ago. Growth has taken root. I want you to carry this truth deeply in your heart. Your obedience today shortened a season of struggle. Your faithfulness today accelerated a promise. What you thought was a simple decision was actually alignment with destiny. The reason you must listen until the end is because I am preparing you for what comes next. Obedience is not a one-time event. It is a lifestyle that invites miracles. And now that you have stepped into it, I will trust you with more. You have asked me for increase, for breakthrough, for restoration. Increase requires responsibility. Breakthrough requires courage. Restoration requires surrender. Today, you demonstrated all three in one quiet act. That is why I am speaking so firmly and so tenderly. I want you to see yourself the way I see you, not as weak, not as behind, not as forgotten. You are advancing. Hold on to this awareness when doubt tries to creep back in. Remember how strong you were today. Remember how you felt when you chose me over fear. That strength did not come from you alone. It came from my spirit within you. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky, because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. I am strengthening that spirit even now. I am sealing what you began so it will not fade. I am surrounding you with protection that reflects your new level of obedience. Comment 1212. You may wake up tomorrow and feel ordinary again, but do not mistake calm for absence. I am working in layers that your eyes cannot yet perceive. Conversations are shifting, opportunities are aligning, and protection is tightening around you. The step you took has activated a chain of grace that will unfold over time. There were moments in the past when you almost reached this level but pulled back at the last second. Fear whispered louder than faith, and you listened to it. Today, you listen to me instead. That is the difference that has astonished heaven and silenced voices that once accused you. I want you to understand how rare this kind of turning point truly is. Many hear my guidance, but delay their response. Many feel conviction but postpone obedience. You did not postpone today, and that immediate response has accelerated what I planned for you. You are stepping into a season where clarity will increase. Confusion that lingered around certain decisions will begin to dissolve. The fog that made you question your path will thin out, and direction will feel steadier beneath your feet. Comment 333. When you chose faith today, you also chose alignment. Alignment brings order to places that once felt scattered. It brings discipline where there was once distraction. It brings focus where there was once doubt. Do not be surprised if you sense a new hunger for prayer and quiet reflection. That is not coincidence, it is invitation. I am drawing you closer because your heart has shown it is ready. The more you lean in, the more you will perceive my guidance with confidence. The enemy will attempt to convince you that nothing has changed. He will try to minimize what happened and suggest that you are still the same, but you are not the same. Something within you has matured, and that maturity carries authority. Authority does not mean control over others, but strength over yourself. It means you are no longer ruled by impulses that once dictated your reactions. It means your spirit is leading instead of your fears. This is the kind of growth that transforms destinies. You have prayed for stability, and stability begins with decisions like the one you made. It begins in quiet moments where you choose integrity over convenience. It begins in unseen victories that prepare you for visible triumphs. Today, you laid another stone in the structure of your future. I am increasing your resilience because greater assignments are ahead. There will be people who look to you for guidance. There will be situations that require calm wisdom. What you practice today is training for those moments. You may not fully grasp the ripple effect of your obedience. The shift in your spirit will influence how you speak, how you think, and how you respond. Those changes will influence others, even if they never know why. Your faithfulness carries influence far beyond your awareness. I am also restoring confidence that was slowly eroded by past disappointments. When prayers seemed unanswered, doubt tried to settle in. When doors closed, you wondered if you had misunderstood me. Today you reaffirmed your trust, and that trust is being rewarded with renewed assurance. The blessing attached to this day is not fragile. It is not easily stolen or shaken. It is anchored in your willingness to choose me when it mattered. That kind of choice creates spiritual momentum. You will begin to notice subtle confirmations, small signs that remind you that I am near, unexpected encouragement from someone who had no idea what you battled, quiet peace where anxiety once stirred. There will also be moments of stretching. Growth always requires expansion beyond comfort. But because you have already proven your readiness, you will handle those stretches differently than before. Comment 777. I am strengthening your discernment so that you recognize distractions quickly. Not every opportunity is meant for you, and not every voice deserves your attention. The wisdom you gain from this season will protect you from missteps. It will help you invest your energy where it truly matters. Your obedience today has also touched areas of your family and future that you cannot yet see. Generational patterns are being interrupted. Habits that once seemed permanent are losing their grip. Freedom is taking root in ways that will outlast this moment. Do not underestimate how deeply I care about your progress. I am not watching from a distance with indifference. I am involved, attentive, and invested in every step you take toward light. When you move closer to me, I respond with even greater closeness. This is only the continuation of what began earlier, but it is moving toward something far greater. You are being shaped into someone who walks with steady faith instead of fragile emotion. The amazement I expressed is not fleeting admiration, but affirmation of who you are becoming. Keep walking forward, because the path ahead has been prepared with intention, protection, and promise. You must understand that obedience is not simply about one right decision. It is about transformation that continues long after the moment has passed. The act you completed today is like a key that unlocked deeper access to my guidance. Because you trusted me in that place, I can now lead you further without resistance. There were areas of your life where hesitation had become normal. You had grown used to almost stepping forward and then retreating. That cycle drained your confidence and delayed your growth. Today, you broke that rhythm, and the break was powerful. From this point on, you will notice an increase in inner clarity. Thoughts that once spiraled into confusion will begin to settle more quickly. When anxiety tries to rise, peace will answer faster than before. This is not coincidence, it is the fruit of alignment. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money-attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. I am also strengthening your sense of identity. You are not defined by past mistakes or seasons of weakness. You are defined by the direction you choose, and today you chose upward. That upward motion is reshaping how you see yourself. You may not receive applause from those around you. Some may not even notice that anything changed, but the unseen realm responded immediately. Protection intensified, guidance sharpened, and new grace was released over your path. There are doors that could not open while you remained uncertain. Now that you have demonstrated resolve, those doors are beginning to loosen. Conversations that once felt tense will soften. Opportunities that once seemed distant will draw closer. I want you to prepare your heart for expansion. Expansion does not always look dramatic at first. It can begin as a simple increase in responsibility or a new idea that refuses to leave your thoughts. Pay attention to what stirs within you, because I am planting direction there. You are entering a stretch where discipline will feel less forced and more natural. The habits you struggled to maintain will start to stabilize. The temptations that once felt overwhelming will lose intensity. This is the reward of consistent surrender. Do not let pride enter your heart as growth unfolds. Stay humble and grateful, remembering that every step forward is empowered by my spirit. Humility keeps your path clear. Gratitude keeps your heart soft. The amazement I expressed was filled with joy, not surprise. I have always known your potential, but it brings delight when you step into it willingly. You are discovering strength that was placed inside you long ago. Now that it has surfaced, it will continue to develop. There will be moments when old thoughts try to return. They will remind you of previous failures and attempt to drag you backward. When that happens, stand firm in what you accomplished today. You are no longer bound to the version of yourself that doubted my presence. I am building endurance in you. Endurance will carry you through longer seasons without losing hope. It will keep your faith steady even when answers take time. What you practiced in one decision will prepare you for larger commitments. Your relationships will also begin to reflect this shift. You will respond with more patience and less reaction. You will speak with more wisdom and less impulse. Those around you will feel the difference, even if they cannot explain it. You have prayed for influence, and influence begins with inner integrity. When your private life aligns with your public life, authority grows naturally. That alignment started to strengthen today. Continue nurturing it. There may be tests ahead, but they are not punishments, they are confirmations of growth. Each challenge will reveal how much stronger you have become. Each victory will reinforce your confidence. I am also renewing your sense of purpose. Tasks that once felt heavy will feel meaningful again. Even small responsibilities will carry new significance because you understand that they are part of a larger calling. Nothing in your life is random when you walk closely with me. Expect subtle blessings that remind you of my nearness, an unexpected provision, a conversation that brings clarity, a moment of peace in the middle of pressure. These are not accidents, they are affirmations. You are not walking alone in this journey. I am surrounding you with unseen support. Angels are assigned to guard what concerns you. My spirit is guiding your decisions more closely than you realize. The more you continue in obedience, the more confident you will become in hearing my voice. Doubt will shrink as discernment grows. You will recognize my leading with greater assurance. That confidence will shape the next chapter of your life. Remember that growth is a process, not a single leap. Do not rush ahead in impatience. Allow each lesson to settle deeply. What you build slowly with faith will stand longer than anything rushed. The amazement I spoke of is not fading, it is turning into expectation. I expect you to keep rising. I expect you to keep choosing light. I expect you to keep trusting me, even when the path stretches beyond your understanding. You are becoming consistent. Consistency is powerful because it turns occasional obedience into character. Character carries blessings that last. Character sustains the miracles you have been praying for. Continue guarding your heart. Be mindful of what you allow into your thoughts. Protect the peace that is forming within you. Peace is one of the greatest indicators that you are walking in alignment. Soon you will look back at this day and recognize it as a quiet milestone. You will see how it marked the beginning of a more stable and confident season. You will realize that what seemed small was actually foundational. Keep listening closely. Keep choosing wisely. Keep stepping forward even when progress feels slow. I am guiding you toward promises that require the very strength you began to show. The journey ahead will reveal even more about who you are becoming. You are not just someone who hopes for change, you are someone who acts in faith. That difference will shape everything that follows. I am proud of the courage you displayed. I am pleased with the sincerity of your heart. I am committed to completing the work that has begun within you. You have struggled in the past with seeing yourself the way I see you. You often measured your worth by past failures or by the opinions of others. Today, you acted from confidence rather than insecurity. That is a sign that your understanding of my love is maturing. When you truly grasp that you are chosen, your behavior changes naturally. You stop chasing approval because you already have mine. You stop competing for attention because you are secure in my presence. You begin to move with quiet assurance instead of restless striving. I want you to know that your growth is not hidden from me. Every time you resist old impulses, I see your effort. Every time you correct yourself instead of defending your mistakes, I see your humility. These moments matter more than you realize. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You may wonder why I speak of amazement. It is because you did not just change a habit, you changed direction. Direction determines destination. By choosing differently, you altered where your path is leading. There were outcomes that would have unfolded if you had chosen the old way. Certain pains would have repeated. Certain disappointments would have resurfaced. Your obedience today quietly avoided those outcomes. You are learning that freedom is not loud. It often begins in small, unseen choices. It grows in consistency and patience. Before long, it becomes the new normal. Comment 555. The more you practice this kind of faith, the less you will fear what lies ahead. Fear loses power when it is not fed. Confidence grows when it is exercised. You exercised confidence today. I am also strengthening your resilience against future pressure. There will be moments when temptation feels familiar and inviting, but you now have evidence that you can choose differently. That evidence will remind you of your strength. The enemy thrives on patterns. He studies repetition and tries to keep you locked inside it. When you break a pattern, you disrupt his strategy. Today you disrupted something that had lingered too long. Do not underestimate the spiritual authority that is growing in you. Authority is built on obedience. The more you align with my will, the more secure your footing becomes. This authority will protect you in times of uncertainty. You are entering a period where your words will carry greater weight. When you speak, there will be clarity and conviction behind it. When you pray, there will be deeper confidence. This is not because you are perfect, but because you are aligned. Alignment creates flow. It allows blessings to move without obstruction. It allows wisdom to settle without confusion. It allows peace to remain even when circumstances shift. There may be days when you feel tired. Growth can feel stretching and unfamiliar. But remember that stretching strengthens you. It expands what you are capable of carrying. I am preparing you for opportunities that require stability. You once felt too fragile to handle certain responsibilities. That fragility is being replaced with steadiness. Steadiness is a gift that comes from walking closely with me. Your relationships will reflect this change as well. You will find yourself listening more and reacting less. You will pause before speaking. That pause will prevent unnecessary conflict. You have prayed for restoration in areas that felt damaged. Restoration begins with internal change. When your heart aligns with truth, healing follows. The decision you made today is part of that healing process. There is also a new sense of self-control forming within you. Self-control is not suppression, it is strength. It is the ability to respond rather than react. It is the power to choose what aligns with your values. I want you to carry gratitude for this growth. Gratitude keeps your heart open. It reminds you that every step forward is grace at work. Do not forget how far you have already come. Comment 999. You may not yet see the full picture of where I am leading you. That is intentional. Trust deepens when you cannot see everything. You are learning to walk by faith, not by constant explanation. Soon, you will face situations similar to the one you overcame today. When that happens, you will respond with even greater confidence. What once felt like a battle will feel like a choice. That is maturity. I am also refining your discernment. You will begin to sense quickly when something does not align with your growth. You will withdraw from distractions with less struggle. You will invest your time more wisely. The amazement I felt is turning into expectation. I expect you to keep choosing life. I expect you to keep rejecting what harms you. I expect you to keep trusting my guidance. You are not alone in this process. My spirit is strengthening you daily. Even when you feel weak, there is support surrounding you. I am closer than your own breath. The journey ahead will reveal layers of strength you did not know you possessed. You will surprise yourself with patience. You will surprise yourself with courage. Those surprises will confirm what I already know about you. You are becoming consistent in ways that matter deeply. Consistency turns intention into character. Character shapes destiny. Destiny unfolds through daily faithfulness. Do not rush ahead seeking dramatic proof of change. Transformation is often quiet. It is built in ordinary days filled with steady choices. Those ordinary days create extraordinary results over time. I am guiding you carefully. Each step is intentional. Each lesson is purposeful. Nothing in your growth is accidental. Keep protecting the progress you have made. Avoid situations that tempt you to return to old habits. Surround yourself with influences that support your new direction. Guard your mind and your heart. You are not the same person who once hesitated endlessly. You are someone who acts when conviction comes. That difference is powerful. It changes how you approach everything. There will be joy ahead that feels earned and peaceful. Joy that is not dependent on chaos or excitement. Joy that comes from knowing you are aligned. That kind of joy is lasting. Continue walking forward with humility. Continue leaning on me when uncertainty arises. Continue choosing truth even when it is uncomfortable. You have asked me for lasting change, not temporary motivation. Lasting change begins in moments like this, where conviction becomes action. Many desire transformation, but few follow through when the cost feels uncomfortable. You followed through, and that follow-through marked you as ready for more. I am not measuring you by perfection, but by direction. Your direction shifted firmly toward me today. That shift is what matters. Even if you stumble in smaller ways, the direction of your heart is now set more clearly than before. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible, but this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now, before it is gone. You may notice that certain temptations feel weaker than they used to. That is because authority has increased within you. Authority over your thoughts, authority over your reactions, authority over your decisions. Authority does not mean you will never struggle again. It means struggle will not define you. You will face it with awareness instead of helplessness. You will confront it with faith instead of surrendering to it. There were prayers you whispered months ago asking for strength. Today you saw evidence that those prayers were answered. Strength was not handed to you in comfort. It was developed through challenge. I am building endurance in you that will outlast temporary emotions. Emotions rise and fall, but endurance carries you through both highs and lows. The choice you made today strengthened your endurance. It added another layer of maturity to your spirit. You are becoming someone who does not react impulsively when pressure rises. Instead, you pause and seek wisdom. That pause is powerful. It prevents regret and preserves peace. Peace is becoming more natural for you. It will not mean the absence of difficulty, but the presence of calm within difficulty.